Hello and welcome to our Borussia Dortmund Season 2 review video. It's in the books, Season 2 is done, and I think it's fair to say it's gone much better than Season 1. Now there's a lot to get through, trophies, signings, and having a look at how Haaland has done this season. Because the man is a beast, an absolute beast on this game. He scores for fun, goal after goal after goal. You can't stop him. You can't stop him. If you don't know, this series is being streamed live on my Twitch channel. You can come and check me out. I'm pretty much live every day with this save. I think we're going to do one more season with this, Season 3, because then the beta, well, the full game is out now, but the beta save would have been done with and we can move into our full save, which you can find out what it is if you follow me on Twitter or come over to Twitch and ask me. I'm more than happy to tell you and get you involved with the next save on Twitch. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, please do drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and turn the notification bell on so you can see every single time I upload. And there's going to be a lot of FM21 content this year, so please do that. Right, let's not waste any time. Let's get in and have a look at this season review at how our second season went. So you can already see it's been more successful than the first season. We've won the Bundesliga back-to-back. We've won the DFB Pokal, and we've won the German Super Cup. It's a clean sweep of German competitions we can win. We've dominated domestically, and it's about time Dortmund did that. Now, of course, we had 85 million to spend before sales in the last summer. So let's have a look at who we signed. The new arrivals, they are sorted by average rating, so we'll go through by that. Aaron Martin came in for 11 million from Mainz, played 22 games. He was our rotation left back with Guerrero, and I think he did a great job. The board, they're content. They gave him a C, but a 7.23 average rating, 2 goals, 5 assists. I'm quite happy with that. The next man, Eric Garcia, I am delighted with this signing. 21 years old. He was a free transfer from Man City. You can see there he's got an A+. 40 appearances, no goals, 4 assists, but that's not really what we want from a defender, to be honest. Eric Garcia, I mean, we'll have a quick look at him. He has been absolutely superb. His attributes are getting better. He's 4-star current, 5-star potential ability, and he's been our most important defender, I think. Valued at 53 million, only on 49 grand a week. We're probably going to have to offer him a new contract if we wanted to keep him long term. But Eric Garcia, we wanted to improve our defence because Hummels is quite slow. Zagadou, a bit young. And Eric Garcia, despite being as young as Zagadou, much better, I think. And yeah, he's come in and provided us with a brick wall at the back, if you will. Our defence seems to have played really well this season because Dodo is the next man on the list. A 7.17 average rating in 40 games as well. 1 goal, 5 assists, and again, an A+. He cost us £20 million from Shakhtar. We sold Thomas Meunier to Arsenal for 20 million and replaced him with Dodo. And I think that's been, well, you can see here, it's been an unbelievable replacement. A great signing. He's been our main man at right back. And he's been such a good attacking outlet, good defensively. His physicals are great. If I hover over him here, you can see physically he is brilliant. He's good going forward, could be slightly better defensively, but for what we've done this season, obviously been good enough. Only 30 grand a week, which absolutely baffles me for a player of this quality. Donnarumma also, like Eric Garcia, came in on a free transfer and he's been our number one keeper. 45 appearances, a B+ from the board. Not much to say really. He's kept a fair amount of clean sheets, made some crucial saves when we needed him to, and he's really stepped up. You can see there he's a world-class goalkeeper. He's been a big upgrade on what we had in Roman Berkey. So very, very happy with that. Again, we got him on 110 grand a week. He was on 190 at AC Milan. So for him to take around an 80 grand wage drop, that is, I mean, a feather in my cap, I'm going to say. 50 million pounds he's worth. So if we did want to sell him on, unbelievable profit, but we're not going to sell him. We're going to keep him for the 3rd season. He's going to be our number 1. Frank Kessie joined from Bayern Munich. This one, probably, I don't know if this has worked. 47 million he cost us overall. He's played 34 games, 4 goals, 3 assists, an average rating of 6.99, a C from the board. I felt we needed to strengthen our midfield, especially our central midfield. Last season, Emre Can and Bellingham were in there. We had the likes of Dahoud, Delaney, not really a dominant midfield, and I think that is one of the most important positions on a football pitch. So Frank Kessie, we thought we'd get him in to dominate in there. He's done well, not amazing. It says here he's a world-class midfielder. I mean, he's not been too bad. He's not been bad. He's just not been great. Maybe he needed this season to sort of settle in, and hopefully next season we can really see him sort of develop and flourish in the Bundesliga. 25 years old, still plenty of room for him to grow. Well, I say plenty of room, a little bit of room. But we've played him as a box-to-box, a deep line playmaker. He's been okay. Moving further down then, the next man in was Daniel Vass for 11 million, a C from the board. He was very much brought in to be a rotation piece at central midfield and at right back if we needed him. That's it. There's not too much to say. A 6.97 average rating. He's played a handful of times, got an assist. He's been okay. Daniel Vass, 32 years old. Yeah, I mean, his attributes aren't the best, but we literally, you can see there, impact sub. That's what we wanted him to be. An impact sub, or just stepping in when we needed him to in like cup games and rotation games. Moving down to Lee Kang-in. Now, in January, we had to sell Jadon Sancho because he wasn't signing a new contract. He only had 6 months left. So we sold him for 41 million, which is so cheap for someone like Jadon Sancho. But when you think he had 6 months left on his contract, 41 million for someone who was adamant they were going to leave, not too bad. We reinvested that money into 2 players. One of them was Lee Kang-in, 64 million. We had to pay the release fee to Valencia. I think it's split, sort of 35 million up front and then 30 over a certain amount of time. But he's been here since January. He's got a B. And 16 games, 16 starts, 7 as a sub, 9 goals, 5 assists. That is not bad. How he's got a 6.96 rating, I'm not sure, because that is 14 goal contributions in 23 games overall. Not bad, considering he's new to the league, new to the country, having to settle in at just 21 years old as well. Lee Kang-in, as you can see here, he's got plenty of room to develop. Also, one thing he did greatly for us was increase our shirt sales. He brought in a lot of commercial revenue. I think he was our second top selling shirt seller as well, which, I mean, thank you, Lee. Thank you very much. Yes, Lee Kang-in, going to be here next season, going to be a pivotal part of the team next season, I think. And hopefully he can produce this sort of form over the stretch of a whole season. The next man in was a backup keeper, Timo Horn. Literally that. He's played a handful of times, 6 starts, 1 sub appearance, a 6.89 average rating. We signed him for just shy of 6 million. It pleased the board that we signed a German player. We needed a backup keeper, and Timo Horn, he was happy. I think his squad status is that, a backup. So he was happy to come in and just be second choice to Donnarumma. You're not going to get many better backup goalkeepers than Timo Horn at 29 years old on just over 40 grand a week. I mean, the attributes are great. They could be better, but like we said, a backup is not too bad. He left being a number 1 to come here as well, which was a bit baffling. A great ginger beard as well. Me and Timo, we know a few things about ginger beards. David Neres was the other man we spent the Jadon Sancho money on for £47.5 million. Again, like Lee Kang-in, he's come in. He's not done amazingly, not as good as Lee Kang-in, I don't think. He hasn't played as many games. He's had a few bad injuries, but 2 goals, 2 assists, a 6.87 average rating. Not terrible. 25 years old, so not as much room to develop as Lee Kang-in. Hopefully he, his bravery's gone down. I wonder why that is. He does normally play out here on the right-hand side. We've rarely put him over the left. We've kept him on the right-hand side as an inverted winger or an inside forward. He's done okay. He's very much what I like to think of as a Dortmund-type signing. And to be fair, the chat as well. The chat over on Twitch helped me with this signing. We did a poll and David Neres won. So, I mean, we had to do what the chat wanted. And that's where you guys come in. Come over to Twitch, watch the streams and get involved with some of the decisions we make for the Twitch save. I'd generally love to have you there. He got a C rating from the board, which isn't great, but I mean, like we said, he's been injured. He's new to the club. He's only been here 6 months. I think next season we'll expect bigger and better things from David Neres. And that brings us on to the last signing we made, Jeffrey Kondogbia, for just 12 million. I've been really disappointed in Jeffrey. The board are disappointed as well. They've reacted with a C-. I'm not surprised. We signed Jeffrey Kondogbia. He's a world-class midfielder there. We signed him because we thought his attributes across the board were very good. He's very versatile, good in a number of roles, and experienced as well. We can use him, especially as we've got some young midfielders in there, like Gio Reyna and Jude Bellingham. We thought his experience, he'd come in and be able to sort of solidify that midfield. A left-footed player as well, naturally left-footed. It was nice to have that balance. But he's not been good. Let's just say that. 20 starts, 9 sub-appearances, no goals, no assists, a 6.84 average rating. Granted, he's played a deep line playmaker role on defend quite a lot this season, but occasionally he's played as a box-to-box, and whichever role he's played in, he's not really performed well. So Kondogbia, he'll probably stay here because for only 12 million, it's nice to have a man that is, like we said, as versatile as he is, but might not be starting as much next season. And that brings us on to the outs. Who did we let go? Again, it's going to go by average rating. We'll go through these guys a little bit quicker. Jadon Sancho, 41 million. Had to sell him because he wasn't signing a new contract, so we had no choice, basically. Dennis Luque didn't even know he left the club. Is he any good? 19 years old. He's rubbish. Don't worry about that. Roman Berkey, we know he left on a free transfer, replaced with Donnarumma, a massive upgrade. Thomas Delaney, we sold for 22.5 million to AC Milan. After last season, he just wasn't very good. Not what we wanted in there. I think he only had a year left on his deal, so to get 22 million for him is handy. And he's played a key role in Milan's team. 4 goals, 4 assists. So good for him. Marvin Hitz, the backup keeper we had, we let him go as well. He's played 11 times for Bochum. Again, Timo Horn, a massive upgrade on someone like Marvin Hitz. Dahoud left. He only had a year left on his deal as well. He went to Guangzhou for 18 million. Probably wanted a bit of the money. You know, China coming in, they're gonna throw cash at you. Felix Paslak we sold in January for 15 million. He was kicking up a fuss that Dodo was going to take his spot. And to me, if you're worried that someone's going to come in and replace you, that is the wrong attitude to have. So I wanted to get rid of him. He was worth like 7 million, 15 million. Not a bad deal for a 23-year-old fullback who never really played. If we needed someone at right back, we were playing Daniel Vass there. So Dodo and Vass, we had enough there. We could let him go. Ansgar Nauf, no idea who he is, so good luck to him. Thomas Meunier, we sold him for 20 million to Arsenal, and he's already transfer listed. So that goes to show what a correct decision it was. We got 20 million for Thomas Meunier, and we reinvested that into Dodo, and that worked an absolute treat. So, I mean, managerial masterclass right there. Marcel Schmelzer left on a free transfer. He hasn't really been starting games for Sandhusen either, so another good deal. Cisse left to Leipzig, a youngster. Jamie Bino Gittens, if anybody has seen him in the future, he gets very, very good. English as well. We did try and keep him, but PSG, again, look, offered him the money. Maybe we could have done that, but at the time, I didn't feel like we needed to. And the last man out was Lukas Piszczek, a fullback who, is he retired now? What is he doing? Oh no, he's still a free agent. He's still playing, but he hasn't played all season. So again, the right decision to let him go. The season results then. This is how it unfolded. The board wanted us to qualify for the Champions League. We exceeded those expectations and we won the league by 12 points back to Bayern. Beat Bayern home and away as well. So, I mean, we're miles ahead of third place. Frankfurt on 62 points. Nobody's really getting close to us at the moment. Again, we filled out 75,000 people in the stadium on average. Haaland, the competition's top goal scorer, of course he was, with 35 goals. And the board give us a B+ for that. They're delighted that we won the Bundesliga this season. We did go on a long unbeaten run. As you can see here, we didn't lose until here, the 26th of February, away at Hertha Berlin, 5-3. It was annoying, I'll be honest. It was a really annoying 5-3 loss. I was starting to think we could go the whole season unbeaten, but that put an end to that. And then we lost 1-0 away at Frankfurt, who did finish third. If they hadn't have beaten us, they might not have finished third with those 3 points. So good for them, I guess. But I don't think the title was ever really in doubt. We dominated from start to finish, run away with the league, really. A goal difference of 71. Nobody was touching us at all. Nobody was touching us. That is it. Nobody was touching us in the league this season. In terms of the Champions League, we were knocked out in the quarterfinals by Liverpool. Milik was our top goal scorer there. The board gave us a C for our progress in the Champions League. The expectation was to reach the quarterfinal as well, so we can't be too disappointed. Our group was Lyon, Lask and Porto. It did start to look badly when we lost back-to-back against Porto, and we only had 6 points from 4 games. If we'd have lost to Lyon away, we would have been out, but we managed to get a 2-2 draw and then beat Lask away 3-0 to qualify. We had Real Madrid in the last 16, beat them at home, got a 2-1, well, I say we got a 2-1 away win. We lost 2-1 away, but went through on away goals. We then played Liverpool. We lost the first leg at home 3-2, away 4-1. They were just much, much better than us. There's not really much we could have done there. Next season, though, now we've won the league twice. We've won the DFB Pokal and we've won the Super Cup. The Champions League, that is what I want. That is what I'm going for. Speaking of the DFB Pokal, competition winners. You can see our route to the final here. We had a 10-0 victory against TuS. How do you say this? Ernbrook. TuS Ernbrook. We'll go with that. We went through on penalties twice, away against Greuther Fürth and away against Leipzig as well. We were 3-0 up in this Leipzig game, nearly blew it. We then were fortunate enough to get a quarter-final home tie against Hoffenheim. We won 3-1. Home in the semis as well against Frankfurt, smashed them 4-0. And Borussia Mönchengladbach, again, if you know me from my streams, you'll know that me and Borussia Mönchengladbach don't get on. There's a rivalry there. there's a history, and I'm sure it's going to continue. We faced them in the final, and I was nervous, but we got a 1-0 win to win the DFB Pokal. The board expectation was just to reach the final, so we've exceeded that. Funny enough, they've only given us a B-. That should be higher in my opinion. And the German Super Cup, we beat Mönchengladbach 1-1. Well, we beat them on penalties. It was 1-1 after the final score, and we beat them on penalties to win the German Super Cup, which, not that important, but again, it shows our dominance in Germany. The moments to remember then, the biggest win of the season was a 10-0 against Ernbruck. First time. The match to remember was a 6-0 home victory against Augsburg in the league. And the goal of the season, Guerrero, a lovely goal from Guerrero as he scores a 29-metre free kick. Well, watch it. Here we go then. Guerrero, he's a long way out. He is a long way out. It's a great strike. You think Kevin Trapp should... I mean, he's giving it the arm. He's fuming. You'd think he should save that. Should we watch it again? Well, watch it again. Well, watch it just normal speed. Bang. Top bins, thank you very much. I'll give you one behind the goal as well. This should make it look even better. The whip he's got on that, my goodness. Maybe the reason he didn't save it is because it was moving all over the place. But that was our goal of the season. The finances are pretty good then. 4.5-star worldwide club reputation. Some good annual revenue made this season. The merch income was good. 627,000 shirts sold. And like I said earlier, Lee Kang-in, despite only being here 5 or 6 months, the second top shirt seller behind Haaland, ahead of Royce, Milik and Frank Kessie. This was our best 11 then for this season. Donnarumma in goal. A back four of Dodo, Akanji, Garcia and Guerrero. A midfield two of Kessie and Bellingham. Jadon Sancho on the right. Brandt on the left. And Gio Reyna in behind our goal machine, Erling Haaland. And as you can see over here, everybody chipped in with goals and assists. 39 over the season for Haaland, 16 for Brandt, 8 for Reyna, 7 for Sancho before he left. And again, the assists are really good. 10 for Guerrero, 5 for Dodo. So our wing-backs, really important. 6 from Bellingham, 6 from Sancho. Haaland chips in with 6 as well. Gio Reyna with 13 assists. I think he got the most in the team. So he's been superb for us this season. In terms of the accolades then, the player awards, the fans player of the season was Erling Haaland. And believe me, you're going to hear his name a lot over the next minute or so. Young player of the season, Erling Haaland. Signing of the season was Donnarumma. Goal of the season, as we know, was Guerrero. The top goal scorer was Haaland. Most assists was Julian Brandt. That must be in the league because Reyna, we just saw, got 13. Most player of the match awards was Haaland with 5. And he also got the highest average rating at a 7.5. Now, I'm going to go to competition awards and just slowly scroll down. And you can see there's no other name here but Erling Haaland. It's incredible what he's won. He's won every single award I'm about to read out. German Players Player of the Year, Bundesliga top goal scorer, best player in Europe, European Golden Shoe, Goal 50, World Golden Ball, World Footballer of the Year, World Player of the Year, World Under-21 Footballer of the Year. He, again, I really do hope he's got a trophy cabinet at home because he's cleaned up. It's a clean sweep. I think he might have won every single award there is to win. Erling Haaland has been absolutely superb. Only 2 record breakers this season. Donnarumma with 25 clean sheets. And the highest transfer fee Dortmund have paid for a player was for Lee Kang-in, the 64 million overall. History in the making then. Your hard work and effort paid off on the pitch, and such a feat didn't go unrewarded at our end of season award ceremony. The Bundesliga, the DFB Pokal and the German Super Cup, all won by Borussia Dortmund. It was a superb season. Dortmund exceeded expectations throughout the campaign and claimed a deserved title. We'll have a quick look at the club vision then. The club culture, we're doing well with the status of a lot of these. They're very disappointed that we haven't signed German players, so we might have to sign a few sort of fringe German players just to please the board. But play attacking football, develop players using the club's youth system, play entertaining football, sign players under 23 for the first team, don't sign players over the age of 30, sign German players, play high tempo pressing football, all going to continue into next season. The 5-year plan, still working within the wage budget and giving 4-year contracts at a minimum for first team players. And for the end of next season, they just want us to qualify for the Champions League and reach the quarterfinal in the Champions League, which is, I mean, considering what we've done this season, that is very much doable. We get a B overall in our performance. The board, very pleased with your overall leadership of the team. Last season's successes remain fresh in our memories, and our appraisal of your current performance takes that fully into account. In terms of our transfer budget for next season, 93 million essentially. That is before anyone has been sold as well. We'll have a quick look at the squad we've been working with this past season, and there could be some notable outs. There could be some departures from these guys. The 3 goalkeepers I'm generally happy with. Hummels might leave on a free transfer. I haven't offered him a new deal yet. He's still 3.5-star ability. Maybe we do try and get him back just to sort of be an experienced player in the dressing room. But he doesn't really play too much now ahead of Garcia, Zagadou and Akanji. Namdi Collins, one of our youngsters as well, coming through. I'd like to play him a little bit more, especially in the Cups next season. We've got Dodo at right back, backed up by Vass. Maybe we need a better backup right back. Left back, we're fine with Guerrero and Martin. Central midfield, Emre Can, Frank Kessie, Jeffrey Kondogbia, Jack Wilshere still in there, Jude Bellingham, Sergio Gomez hasn't played too much, but again, Reina as well. We've got enough central midfielders, I think. Hazard has told me he wants to leave. He's put a transfer request in and he's wanted by Lazio, so Hazard could be on the way out. Marco Reus getting older, 2.5-star ability now, so we may look to get another attacking midfielder in. With Reus getting older and if Hazard leaves, that only leaves us with David Neres, Lee Kang-in and Julian Brandt. Just 3 players to cover both positions, both wide positions throughout the season. So I do think we will need another winger in. And Reina is our advanced playmaker. I'm assuming I'd like to play him a lot more. He's 3-star current ability, 5-star potential. I'd like to play him more. I'd like him to be the main man, and I think he's certainly capable of doing that. However, again, if someone big pops up at the centre attacking mid-roll, do we just go for it? I mean, Marco Reus can do a backup job there, and Julian Brandt can do a job there as well, as can Lee Kang-in. I'd probably look to spend more money on a wide player than the centre attacking mid and give the keys to Reina for this season. Renier will be leaving after a 2-year loan spell. He's barely played. He's basically been useless. He'll go back to Real Madrid. He won't be back here. Haaland, there's interest in him. There's been interest for a long time. Man City and Barcelona want him, so it's going to be hard to keep him. But if we're doing one more season, at the very least, I'm not going to sell him. Milik, on the other hand, wants to leave. He's put a transfer request in and we signed him for 8 million. He's now worth 43. So if we can get a good return on Milik, we could potentially reinvest the money we get from him into another backup striker, the wingers, potentially, I don't know, where else? A right back, we said, a backup right back. But yeah, Milik could be one that leaves as well. Either way, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting summer. There's going to be lots of money flying around. And if anything, we're going to strengthen our grip on every competition. Hopefully, strengthen our grip in every competition there is to win in Germany and try for that Champions League. That is the competition that we're missing so far. We are going to leave this season review episode here. Comment section, let me know. Give me your thoughts of how you think the season went. You pretty much know what I think. That was superb domestically. Could be better in the Champions League, which is what we're going to try and do in Season 3. If you've enjoyed the episode, please do drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel as well, and come over to Twitch, twitch.tv/SweetLeftFoot. Come and see the save being played out live and help me make decisions. Get involved with the community as well in our 3rd season with Borussia Dortmund. Hopefully, I will see you there. Take care. Goodbye.